Alright, this is my review for the Mr. Heater, 45,000 BTUs. So far, so good. I've been working with it for about 3 weeks now. It started getting down to the 30s, like mid-20s here this past week in Nashville. And, sometimes I work out here. Just in this little space right here. I do have a 10 by 20 canopy that I got from Harbor Freight with the, tarps. I went ahead and put 4 more 5 by 7 tarps up. Then I put some more tarps around, and then so forth over there. I didn't have that before. But if you want this heater to work, the best you can outside, then I would suggest putting up a tent outside, of course. Now, I have worked on somebody's car, with this heater. Best advice for you is if you're working on somebody else's car or whatever, park next to them, put the passenger side door open, and then put the heater near the rear of the vehicle. This is where I put you just sit down back here between the vehicles. I wouldn't put it too close to the vehicles, but I'd say I had it there for about 6 hours. Say 2.5 feet away from both cars, and it did not burn them at all. So, so yeah, if you're, you're going to be using this outside, I would definitely use a tent, because the cool air, blows through, and it's pretty much just screwing everything up. And plus I'm having to move around a lot here. I'm not in just one spot. I'm like, everywhere. Now, I had the heater right here, and then I went over here, to work on the tire the other day. It was getting really cold, and I had the damn heater on. Well, it's because I didn't have that wall up right there. I didn't have the wall up. So, little tarp wall, So, it does work. It's really good. I actually had to turn it down because, it was trapping in the heat so well inside this tinted area. Between low and medium is where I had to turn it down to. One thing that I did run into, so I was working on sawing something. I just had this upside down, just sit on the ground. I was sanding something. Well, whatever it was from before, paint or whatever, flew this direction, and then shortly after a while, this started dimming down and going blue. I put it up on high, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, is this defective? Is it broke? Is it just cheap crap or what? So I was, looking at it, figuring it out and everything. You got these, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these little, breathers for the, where the propane goes into, or comes out of. Well, as you see in there, you can hardly see it, but let me see if I can put on the light. But there's little gold-looking thingies. If you look very closely in there, you probably can't see it on camera. There it is. I think you can see it. There's a hole in the very center, tiny hole. You gotta get your air compressor. I just went ahead, got it. I blew them all out, and I blew up in here. And just to make sure everything else was good, I took this off. I blew out the hole in this section here, and then I just blew out in there. Everything came together. So if you run into a problem where it doesn't matter if you put it on high, it's just half of it's kind of lighting up, and the other half it's just blowing out blue flames or whatever. Check your orifices or whatever, and make sure those are cleaned out. You know, if you're working in an environment where there's, you know, saw or any kind of dust flying around, this will more than likely happen to you. So now that you know, now you know how to clean the son of a bitch out. Alright, thanks. That's all I got for this.